So today we studied how Paul faced some of his critics and how effective he was in doing that because he owned his unique story. And I was thinking about how there's a magnet that happens when we share our story authentically with someone. It draws them to us or us to them, and we can literally face critics even in their own life and advance the gospel because we're willing to share our own unique story. And I wondered if maybe you guys have experienced that, where you've had some supernatural moments with someone you just met, and because you've owned your unique story, there's that magnet that draws you together. Nancy, I know you've got something.
I do. Actually, I thought of this. With 4 children, I was at the Gap a lot shopping, and so I got to know the manager of this one local store just very casually. And I ran into her in the grocery store and just went, "How are you doing?" And she burst into tears. And I didn't know what to do with that. I mean, we're in the middle of the grocery store, right? So right there as you're coming in to get your cart, everybody's busy. And I go, "What's going on?" And she just said, "My father just died. And I don't know what to do." Well, I didn't want to have to understand how she felt, but I did because I had lost mine not too long before. So I just kind of held her elbow and said, "Can I pray with you?" And right there in the middle of the get your grocery cart and all the kids want their free cookie and all that, this woman who I just knew her first name, and I prayed. I didn't know anything about her spiritual walk. I didn't know I was going to ask her if I could pray, honestly, because that's kind of outside the box of, we're not in a church, I was younger, a lot going on, but the Lord's faithful to have us be in the places where He sends His people, if we're faithful to look for Him and to just engage. And just, I was able to tell her that a few months ago I'd had the same experience, and I was able to speak without bawling and just give her some encouragement that I would continue to pray as she laid him to rest. But I'll never forget it. I hope it meant something to her. Unique is that I've never seen her again, but it never left me because I knew that was something the Lord had specifically planned for that time of grief and loss.